Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. With less than 4 months to go before the 2024 US election and less than 1 month ahead of the Democratic Party's convention, incumbent and expected nominee of his party, President Joe Biden (81), has quit the race and in doing so has endorsed his running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris, for the presidential ticket. Full stop. Mr. Biden's exit comes after months of Democrats calling for him to step down after public gaps and fumbles, thought to be linked to his age. Full stop. His withdrawal caught many, full stop, including some within the Democratic Party, off guard, given that his campaign chair, John O'Malley Dillon, had said, he is not going anywhere, full stop. This resolute stance is said to have baffled senior party lawmakers, who, especially after Mr. Biden's disastrous performance when he went toe-to-toe with Republican rival and former President Donald Trump, are said to have privately conveyed to the President that he ought to make way for a stronger candidate if the Democrats were to have a reasonable chance in the polls, full stop. While the final tally of delegates at the Democratic Convention will determine which candidate ultimately wins the party's nomination for the election, the odds look increasingly strong for Ms. Harris to make history as the US first ever Indian origin and person (women) of color nominee for president, and the second woman, following Hillary Clinton's run against Mr. Trump in 2016, full stop. In terms of the factors favoring Ms. Harris, she is anyway next in line under the US Constitution in terms of official succession, and she would likely gain access to close to rupees 100 million in campaign funds, full stop. On the flip side, she is a relatively less known figure nationally, and Republicans have been quick to label her the custodian of left-wing political values, such as her espousal of reproductive freedom in the face of the Supreme Court ruling against the constitutional right to abortion, full stop. Further, surveys suggest that public opinion places her approval at roughly the same level as Mr. Biden's, and that would put her a few rungs below Mr. Trump, full stop. Nevertheless, the expected response from the Democratic quarter, if they wish to avoid the risky scenario of factional infighting at the convention, would be for them to unite around Ms. Harris and her running mate. Frontrunners include Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, California Governor Gavin Newsom and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, full stop. Even in this best case, scenario for Democrats, the Republicans under Mr. Trump appear to be on a far firmer footing to win over independent voters in swing states, the key to overall victory in any US presidential election. Full stop.